Hey everyone, welcome back to CJRaceCars YouTube channel. Today, we're gonna go pick up Cleetus McFarland's 69 Camaro chassis from Powder Coat. It might be a little later in the afternoon, but as soon as we get it back, me and Josh are gonna get it back to the shop. We're gonna weigh it, because we said we would. We wanna see how much the Powder Coat added to the chassis. First thing in the morning, tomorrow, the guys are gonna come in, get the body mounted, get the pads welded, get the panel bonded pads panel bonded, and we're gonna head straight to paint. Me and Josh are gonna get this thing to paint so RK and his crew up there can get started on the body work, get this thing painted, get it back, and get the 9,000 parts that need to go back on it, so we can make World Cup finals and hopefully see some good 5-second passes with Cleetus behind the wheel.
What's going on, guys? It's Reed with Southern Powder Coat. This is CJRaceCars camera. He dropped it off with us to get some clips of the frame Eagle for Cleetus McFarland. They're out here sandblasting it right now. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of that process and get some clips of them sandblasting, and then also get some clips of them shooting the powder. So here you go.
All right, we're back at Southern Powder Coat. The guys had a car for about 30 hours total. They prepped it, sandblasted it, powder coated it, and it looks awesome. Cleetus chose the color, and it's pretty similar to colors we've done before, but nothing we've done exactly, and I don't think you guys have sprayed it either. So,
no.
Is that a single stage or a 3-stage?
Two stage.
Two stage.
So it's the color, and then bake it for a few minutes, let it gel out, cool off, and then the clear coat on top, and then final bake. So
Okay.
yeah, two-step process.
Yeah, it's really cool. And like I said, for them to be able to prep it, sandblast it, and powder it, bake it, all stuff, and have it back, it's like 6:45 on, what is it, Wednesday? Wednesday. We dropped it off yesterday. So, crazy turnaround. Me and Josh are going to take it back to the shop and put the body on it either tonight or first thing in the morning and get it ready for paint Friday. But if you guys need anything powder coated, Southern Powder Coat, these guys are awesome. They do all our cars. Not only did they do the chassis, but they did like 1,000 little parts and 2 other different colors in the same day. So definitely awesome, super quality job, good turnarounds, fair price. So if you guys need anything done, they do a ton of it. They have a huge facility here, do everything in-house, reach out to them, and they'll get you taken care of. We got a chassis all loaded up. We're about to head back to the shop. And before we mount the body, first thing in the morning, we're gonna weigh it. We wanna see what the powder adds. We talked about what the powder adds. A lot of people guessed what I think is really high. But what do you think it's gonna add? You're the one who sprayed it. You know how much you sprayed on her?
Yeah, I think, I really don't think it'll add as much as people think it will. I don't think it'll be any more than 5 pounds extra. I used about 7 pounds, but with overspray and stuff that, you know, falls on the ground, anything like that, the full amount doesn't actually get on the car. So I don't see how it would add more than 5 pounds.
That's about what I think. I figured a few pounds, 3 to 5 pounds maybe. There's been a lot of talk. People say you got to paint these things because it's lighter. I mean, I guess paint you could touch up better, but powder coat holds up a lot better in the long run. We powder coat all of our cars, and we're going to see what it actually weighs because we've done probably 15 of them and never weighed them. So yeah. I'm interested to see also. That way we have that answer. But this car would probably add the most weight in powder because it's got the most tubes. Like a turbo car, blower car, they have a lot more tubes than, let's say, like a nitrous car, which we showed you on the channel. So curious to see. We're gonna head back to the shop now, and me and Josh are gonna put this thing on the scales tonight. Today's video is sponsored by Fabletics. Fabletics makes comfortable, lightweight clothes that you can wear to the gym or casual. They offer bold colors, and if that's not what you're into, they have sleek neutral colors as well. One of my favorite pieces that they offer is a new Dawn pant. It's easy to wear, super comfortable, goes with everything, and best of all, it's water repellent. They're definitely water repellent. Become a Fabletics VIP member today. New VIP members get an introductory offer of 80% off the entire site plus $19 pants. You also get up to 50% off daily. Each month you get a credit for a 2-piece outfit or any product up to $100. The membership is flexible. Skip any month between the 1st and the 5th and you won't even be charged. Other VIP perks include monthly drops, early access to styles, VIP sales, and a free membership to the Fit app. What are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and become a Fabletics VIP today and get 80% off the entire site. Thanks again to Fabletics for sponsoring today's video. All right, I'm here with the world famous Troy Fedora, and he's getting headlights mounted in the front of Eagle. We slotted the, we didn't do anything. He slotted the nose to basically look like it has hideaway headlights, little slots, which was absolutely tough. Tough, very tough. Very small slots, very thin carbon. But anyways, he got that done, and now he's mounting the headlights, which are LED lights. And tell us a little more about what you're doing, Troy Fedora.
Headlights.
He's making brackets to where you can remove the headlights, and I think, can you tilt the headlights if you wanted to the way you're making? You can't tilt the headlights.
I don't have enough room really to be, they don't articulate. Normally what I'll do is I'll fixture them in there when the car's on the stand, and I'll kind of aim them so they're not hunting for squirrels or anything. And then I'll build the mounts off of that. So I'm just gonna mount them off the front end. They should be pointed forward. That's all we're really worried about, since it's never gonna be a street car or anything. So we'll be fine. Basically what I'm gonna have a little bracket comes off of my tree, and I'm gonna have another bracket on the other side that's gonna panel bond to the front end. So that'll hold that kind of in that general vicinity, and we'll have functioning headlights.
Got to be able to see what you're doing.
Yeah, oh yeah, some of these return roads are a little dark. Yeah, this car is gonna have all kinds of lights up underneath in the back for working on the rear end, lights under the hood, so it's gonna be illuminated very well, but it's basically just for more to make it look like a street car than anything else when you put headlights like this. I mean, they're really unnecessary.
I need to ask you a serious questions for the viewers at home, because I was not around when you did this. Did you wear a respirator when you were making these small slots on the carbon fiber, Troy?
Hazmat suit, respirator, full headdress, fresh air.
Good job, Troy.
Yeah, I brought NASA in to assist me with my preparation for that task.
To go along with the cut and carbon fiber, we now have Rated R respirator merch in stock. So go check out our new shirts. We have respirator shirts and respirator hoodies. For anybody that's up north right now, we don't need hoodies here, but we think you guys might. No pre-orders on the new shirts. We got them in before we put them on the site. That way, as soon as you guys order them, they can go out. We also got some new Seagull shirts. I really like these shirts. The color looks really good, and the Lamborghini, I think, went really good. A lot of comments about it, so we went ahead and got some of these shirts. These are also in stock, ready to ship. We're also doing a big sale on a lot of our older merch, so now's a good time to save on all of our older designs. Make sure you go to the website, CJRaceCars.com, and get you some merch. You guys have been awesome with supporting the channel, and it's helping a bunch with all the projects we got going on. Thanks again for the support. And hopefully we see a bunch of those at Maryland.
Many in Maryland.
Many in Maryland. Troy's going to come to Maryland
Why?
to watch the races.
It's cold.
We have hoodies.
We ain't got enough hoodies.
We're going to try to get Troy to Maryland. Battery operated heated socks.
No.
No? All right, Troy might not be in Maryland, but we will be in Maryland. We have hoodies. Go to the website, CJRaceCars.com, buy some merch, respirator shirts, respirator hoodies, etc. Or we have a bunch of other shirts. Thanks, Troy, for your time.
Thank you.
All right, we got it back from Powder Coat. You can see it in the light now. They did an awesome job, quick turnaround. We wanted to weigh this thing, see what it weighs. Hunter from the Powder Coat place, he's the one who sprayed it. He said they used about 7 pounds of powder coat, but not all of it ends up on a chassis. So I figure around 3 pounds. What do you think, Taylor?
4.
4 pounds. All right. 4. So we're going to see. We're going to put it on the scales. We got the wood on there. We got it zeroed out. It weighed 351. 351 with no powder coat, just like this. So we'll see what it adds, and let's see.
I'm just letting you guys hold it until he gets that out of the way.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. We could probably. Yeah, it's fun. Probably set the back down. No, you're probably gonna have, I don't think that's
Ready?
the right spot. Sorry. I got this. Let's see. How much you think, Josh? What'd you say, Taylor?
4.
355.
Yeah, it's 355. 4 pounds.
Nailed it.
4 pounds of powder coat.
Golly.
I wonder what the paint will weigh if we paint it instead of powder coat it. I was gonna add some, probably not as much. There's a lot of tubes in this car too. It's not like it's a, paint would be a little less, I think.
Maybe.
Not a lot less. 4 pounds.
Maybe more.
It's not bad. So powder coat is done, and we're getting ready to put the body on. We just wanted to make sure we weighed this thing first thing in the morning, getting ready to mount the body, do a few other things, put the front end on, make sure everything else still lines up good, and then we're heading to paint. Me and Josh. Going to Buc-ee's and paint. That's all Josh cares about. That's all he's talked about all week is going to Buc-ee's. We're going to paint. He's more worried about Buc-ee's, but it's all right. We'll stop with Buc-ee's.
Priorities.
Priorities. Got every priority straight. So, all right, that's it. We weighed it. We're going to put the body on and keep moving forward. We're about to mount the body on the chassis. Taylor's in there grinding where the pads go. We had the inside of the body painted yesterday. Raleigh came and painted it a flat black. And he's just roughing up the areas where we're going to panel bond the pads to the body, which will be these 2 side pads on each side, the 2 roof pads, and then there's 4 pads back here, one that goes over the trunk filler panel, and one right here at the back of the roof. The 2 rear pads on each side get welded, so he doesn't have to prep those as much. But right here, we really want to rough this up so that the panel bond has a good surface to stick to. So that's what he's doing now. Josh is taping up under the pad, so when we panel bond, if anything drips, it doesn't get on the chassis. That panel bond, if it drips on something, it sticks. That stuff is really strong and really hard to get off. So we want to make sure where the pads are, where we put a panel bond, nothing drips and gets stuck on a chassis. So that's what we're doing. We're getting ready to put a body on in just a few minutes.
Gonna need at least 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, and 1 there. Somebody needs to yank the T.
Yeah.
And we can just, okay, and then we can just pick it up over the jack stands. Yep. Can you get yours in?
Yeah. All right, now we got to get up over this.
That's the fun part. All right, you want me to get back here, Troy?
Let me see that. Now, we don't have like a piece of wood or wood block. Let me see that.
Put the Clecos in to pull the pads up tight to make sure the body's exactly where it goes, and it'll squish that panel bond and make sure it gets a real good bond in there. So we Cleco this whole thing on. We'll leave the Clecos in for like 24 hours and then pull them out to make sure it's solid. We got the body on. They're putting the last few Clecos in now. This got to cure for a little bit. Troy's finishing some headlight mounts on the front end. He's got to bond some of the mounts we made to the front end. And then this thing will go on a trailer end of the day or first thing in the morning, and me and Josh are off to Georgia. Pretty much all the cars we do, the chassis is a similar silver, gray, gunmetal. Cletus actually picked the color of this chassis, and it came out awesome. All the accessories end up being a different color. All of our cars, I think every car we've ever done pretty much, has had the same color accessories. And the reason we do that is it kind of goes with every paint scheme. So no matter what they want to do for paint, it matches. The gunmetal gray and the accessories match whatever you want to paint the car. So on any parts that we do that get touched a lot, moved a lot, removed a lot, might get scratched or etc., they're a satin black with a very small texture, like a wrinkle. So this will hold up really good to any scratches. As you can see, this is the tunnel piece that goes behind the titanium enclosure. So this gets taken out quite a bit. If it gets set upside down or whatever, this will hold up a lot better than just a regular finish. We try to make it like that so that way if it gets set upside down, it doesn't get scratched and look wore out quick. So all the panels basically you see here in the back that go in they're all this same finish. The fuel cell's this finish, puke tank is this finish, belly pans are this finish. So it's a very small texture. If you look close, you can see it. Like I said, that holds up better than just a regular satin wood. And then we do some of the other parts in satin black, like the battery mounts, the anti-roll bar, stuff that's not gonna get messed with a whole lot. So that's just a satin black, basically the same color, but no texture. And the satin black looks really good on the gunmetal, looks really good with the titanium, looks really good with the carbon, and looks really good with pretty much anything you paint the car. You can paint the car any color, and the satin black is gonna go with it. If you did this in lime green, and all these panels in lime green because you were gonna paint the car a color that went good with lime green, if you ever wanted to change the color of the car, might not go good with lime green. So this is what we do. Cletus picked a chassis color, really happy with it. I think we'll probably use it again in the future because it did come out really good. Once we start getting some of these pieces on the car, you'll see what I mean by the contrast of the gunmetal and the satin, and then what color he's gonna paint the car. I'm sure Cletus will wanna show the paint first, and once he does, you'll see why he picked the color he did for the chassis and how everything kind of goes smooth together. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks again, everyone that's been watching these videos. The car is back from powder coat. We got the body mounted. First thing in the morning, me and Josh are leaving to go to Georgia and drop this car off at Arcade to get the body work and paint done. Josh is a lot more excited about Buc-ee's, so I'm sure you'll see Josh at Buc-ee's with his fountain soda also. But thanks again for watching. Make sure if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, like, share with your friends. We can keep this going. We'll see you on the next one.